Hey there, folks. It is James Ward, owner and president of Sports Trading VTC. I want to welcome you here today to a very special call. We're going to be talking about a couple different things as far as the drawing pool and the trading pool and really update you on a few things. We're going to allow the room to fill up here just a little bit. I have just at the top of the hour. I know midday sometimes is challenging for people. So let's give it just about 30 seconds to a minute. We always record these so people can check them out later and get educated. But I definitely want to give you some awesome information that we have here today. I don't know if you've checked it out, but we do have a game of the week, and I'll be talking about that as well. So let's give it 30 seconds here to a minute, and I will be right back with you. But I do want to welcome you here. Thanks for coming out in the middle of the day to spend some time with me. Hey there, folks. If you just jump on the line, I do want to welcome you here. We're about just 30 seconds, maybe not even that many, from getting this thing started because this is recorded. I do want to welcome everybody. Thank you for taking the time to join us in the middle of the day. So let me see here. So we've already got a question here. So Rob, I'm going to get to that. Okay. I will open this thing up for full questions and answers here at the end. So if you can just hang with me until then, we will get that answer. This is not going to be a super long call, but it's definitely going to be an informative call where hopefully you can take this information and be able to share it with your team. That's my goal here today, is to do that. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a different format. I'm actually going to log into a back office here live and walk you through some of the things that we're doing inside of the tokenized system. But before I do that, before I actually get logged into the tokens or the back office, I want to talk just briefly about the tokenized system, where we're going. Now, some of you, I can see your names here. Some of you actually made it to the live event. So you got a bigger picture of what we're doing inside of our company with the tokens and the things that are going to be game changers for us going forward as a company. But there's a few things that are here right this very second. And that's what I want to concentrate on today, the things that you can use your tokens for today. How do you purchase tokens? What does it even mean? And what's the big hoopla about it? So first of all, just really quickly about the token so you understand something. This is an internal token. It's not a token that we're trying to take public by any means. So we're not looking to do an ICO or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's just not where we're headed with it. This token was created for internal use only, okay? So it is definitely just for the inside of our company to be able to participate in several different things. And we're going to talk mainly about two of those here today because we got some special news. I got it late last night, as you guys probably received the email early this morning about our game of the week. So we're going to talk about that. Sorry about that noise. That phone goes off all day. So let's get to it here. I'm going to actually share the back office here with you. But before I do that, let me back up here and talk just really quickly a little bit more about the token. As I said, we're not trying to go public with it. It is internal. But the cool thing that it is doing for us is it's allowing us to do a few different things. Number one, right this very second, you can actually share this token with other people outside of our company. They don't even have to be members, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can do that here in just a second. But in addition to that, we also pay you a commission when people actually purchase those from you. Now, if you're a member, you actually have a wholesale price. Your price is actually a little bit cheaper than those who are purchasing it outside of the membership. So there's no commission. If you have people in your team that are purchasing tokens, it wasn't built to be a compensation plan inside of a compensation plan for members. It was meant to give you some wholesale opportunities to purchase these tokens if you choose to, and then you can sell them retail to the public and give them a taste of what we're doing. I think it opens up the door to so many things, and I'm excited about it because there's a lot of people, and I'm sure you would agree with this, that maybe they don't like network marketing, or they don't think they do. It doesn't sit well with them. Some people don't understand maybe sports trading. Maybe they don't understand tokens, and you're trying to explain it to them, and maybe it's not resonating with them. But maybe you could go to someone who's, you're sitting at a bar with, watching a game. They're asking you what you're doing. You tell them a little bit about it, and you'd be able to offer them hey, you can actually play tomorrow. We have the game of the week, or today we have a game of the week game. I can show you how that works. It's as little as $50 if you just want to give us a test, and we can show you what it's like. That conversation right there is a game changer. Or if you're just sitting with your friends and say, look, you guys aren't going to believe this, but my company that I work with, they're giving away $10,000 shopping spree 2 days before Black Friday. I'm entered into it. I don't want you guys to miss it. It's only $50. You can do as much as $500, but it's only $50 if you guys would like to do it. For me, $50 to get access to a $10,000 shopping spree, I'm in. Show me where to sign up, right? That's my mentality. And I think that what you're going to find is that's an easy segue to get people excited about what we're doing. I'm not discounting the membership, but here's what I believe, and I mentioned this at the event as well. Network marketers usually attract network marketers, and those are the people that are excited about this business. Now, there's new people every day that are getting excited about it and learning about it for the very first time. But if you see the people that are really exploding their business, that's how they're doing it. So if there's another way around it where you're not dipping in the same exact pool as everybody else, I think it comes to your center of influence, or the people that you're around, or the people that you meet, and having a conversation that's easy, not one that you're trying to shove a product down their throat, like, hey, try my lotion or try my juice or whatever it is. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. But imagine having the opportunity to share something like this at a sporting event, or, like I said, at a bar where everybody's watching the game, or just with your friends and family. It's an easy way to get them at least a foot in the door where they can see a little bit about our company, our heart, but they're not going to see anything else about the binary or things like that. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you exactly how this works so you can see, verbatim when you go to people. But I wanted to explain that part to you because I think it's super important to understand what you really have your hands on here. And for those of you who came to the event, some of this is going to be repeat, but at the same time, I am going to show you the back office here so you can actually have an idea of what we're doing inside of that. So with that being said, let me open this thing up. I think you should be able to see my website right now. I love for this to be interactive, okay? So if you can give me a number 2 that you can see my website, it should say Zoom right now, not my website, my screen. All right, let's see here. All right, number 2. All right, we got it. Very cool. So look, I'm actually logged into a back office here. I'm going to show you the back office and let you see exactly, how this thing works. For those of you who are brand new, I think this is going to be important to understand because most likely you've seen something about the token system. You might have an idea of what the token system is. You may not even know how to purchase a token. Some of you want to participate in the game of the week tonight because it's going to be hot, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But you don't even know how to do it. Some of you want to participate in the drawing pool, but you don't even know how to do it. So I'm going to walk you through that really quickly, step by step, and then we're going to talk specifically about those 2 different things, the drawing pool and the game of the week, so you can have complete confidence when you go out there and share it with people on, from a retail standpoint. Now, before that even gets started, I do want to show you this link right here, okay? Now, this is just a STB account. It's a dummy account. But your link right there in your back office, if you go to that link and you send it to people, they come to a page exactly like this, right? It's our main website. And if they click register, I'm going to go ahead and click register. Sorry about that. When you click register, they're going to go to the sign up page. I'm sorry, that's my bad because I clicked the wrong button there. So as you can see, here's the sign up page. I'm nervous that people can't see my the entire process. Can you just hit a number 3 that you can see the sign up page at this point? Because this is very important for people to be able to understand. Awesome. Okay, so here we are. We are on the sign up page. And I'm not going to fill this information out for the sake of time. But if you scroll down here to the bottom, you see account type. And there's 2 different options. There's a retail option or there's an affiliate option, right? So there they are. Here's how it works. An affiliate is you. You're already an affiliate. If you're on this call, most likely you're an affiliate. That means that you own one of our packages. You are included in the binary, all those things. You have the tools and everything that you can use to promote your business. Now, a retail customer is solely going to be someone that purchases the tokens from you. When they do that, you're going to earn a 10% commission. It's already built into our system. So you literally can go out there today and you can start selling these tokens to people, sharing it with the people. I guess that's an easier way to say it because I don't think it's going to be a hard sell, especially when you understand what we're doing. But that's step number 1 to make sure you even know how to promote it, okay? So everybody give me a number 7 if you understand that you can use your current league, that you can share it with people, and they can choose if they'd like to become an affiliate or a retail. Just give me a number 7 so I make sure that I was completely clear with everybody here. We got it? Okay, cool. So I'm going to move on here because I did get a number 7 there, so we're going to move on. All right, so here we are in our back office. Important part here, this is where your tokens are at, the My Tokens. So there's a couple different options that you're going to have here. Obviously, buy tokens, withdrawal tokens, transfer tokens, and move tokens. And I want you to understand all 4 of these serve a purpose. Number 1, if you've never participated in any of the tokens, like you haven't done the game of the week, you haven't done the drawing pool, which we're going to get to here in 1 second, the very first thing you're going to want to do is buy tokens. So if you click on this buy tokens button, it's going to take you here where you can choose whatever amount you want. So for every 0.01 that you get, you're going to be able to buy 100 tokens, okay? It's directly related to the price of Bitcoin. It's 1/10,000th of a Bitcoin. So if I was to buy 0.1, that would be 1,000 tokens that I'm going to get. If that makes sense to you, please give me a number 5. If that makes sense, yeah, for every, okay, all right, we got it. It's pretty simple, right? So the second part of this is, well, if I buy the tokens, what can I actually do with them? Well, number 1, you can participate in the drawing pool. You can participate in the game of the week, which I'm going to show you here in 1 second. But the other thing is this, once you have earned tokens, those are tokens that you came in with and you actually have earned those tokens back. When you do that, you can actually withdraw these tokens right here. And if you go with withdraw, you can see, sorry, I don't have any balance available. But if you did, it would give you your earned tokens. As long as you do that before midnight, we actually send those out to you with the pay. So as you earn tokens, and you can do that a couple different ways, I'll show you here in a second, you actually have the ability to earn it, okay? Now, also you can transfer tokens. I want to be clear on something though. If you transfer tokens to someone else, so let's say I just click on this transfer, I don't have a balance, but if I did, I could actually send it to another username, okay? If I transfer tokens, the person can't go in there and then try to withdraw them. Everybody understands we're not trying to create some money laundering opportunity here. That would be insane. So if you want to share your tokens with people, let's say you have people in your downline, or maybe this is a marketing thing for you. Well, imagine this for a second. Imagine if you ran a campaign for yourself that said, look, every new person that joins my team, I'm going to give you 10 free tokens. That'd be pretty cool. If you went in there and bought 0.01 yourself, that's 10 new people you could give tokens to. As long as they understand that they can't withdraw them, I think that that's a pretty cool marketing opportunity, right? It gives them a chance to be able to participate in some of those things out there, which is pretty cool. So here we go. Transfer the tokens, you got it. Move the tokens from earned to purchase. Here's what this means. When you participate in the game of the week tonight, which I know every single one of you are going to because it's going to be it's a huge opportunity for you. When you do that and we win here tonight, there's going to be a portion of that are earned tokens. You can actually withdraw those earned tokens, as I said, or if you want to participate in another game of the week or you want to participate in the drawing pool or anything like that, you can actually take your earned tokens and move them back to purchase and be able to use them. If that makes sense to you, give me a number 8 and we're going to move on to the drawing pool. Just give me a number 8. All right, cool. So pretty easy to understand here. So in your back office here on the left side, you can see that there's 3 different things here. There's the trading report, there's the trading pool, and the drawing pool. You can see we have this flashing up over here, so you know that there's some opportunities for you to be able to participate, right? We're going to start with the drawing pool. That's what we said this call was about, but we have to get to the game of the week today because it's going to be a lot of fun. So the drawing pool, I'm going to go ahead and click on it here. Now you can see right now that there are 2 different drawing pools that you can participate in. Now, what does that even mean? Well, it's pretty simple. It works exactly like this, okay? Number 1, we've created opportunities for people, not only members inside of our companies, but members outside of our company to be able to participate in a drawing. Now, these drawings may happen once a month. They may happen twice a month, but they're going to be happening on a regular basis. And this is going to be stuff that you probably would not do on your own, right? Most people just wouldn't go out for a $10,000 shopping spree unless you just have a lot of money sitting around, right? Number 2, a lot of people would not just buy Super Bowl tickets for themselves because, hey, that's just an expense around the holiday season that most people probably wouldn't want to incur, but you diehard football fans, maybe you would. We've created a way that you could actually participate in both of these. So here's the deal. Step number one was purchasing the tokens, right? I already showed you exactly how to do that. So step number two would be to buy entries into this. So if I click buy entries in here, it's going to take me to this page right here, and you can learn all about this shopping spree. It goes from October 12th. It's already started, and it goes all the way till November 26th. Now, this is not like a race, so it doesn't matter if you started October 12th or if you start it today. The deal is that you start, and you can get as many as 1 drawings all the way up to 10 drawings, okay? So 1 entry is 50, right? It's going to be 50 tokens. 10 entries is going to be 500 tokens. So you can start today and be able to get your name in there. There might be some of you that want to do, 50 tokens a few different times. Maybe you don't have 500 tokens today to put towards it. That's cool. You don't have to. But you can build up and you can start to do multiple entries. Now, we capped it out at 10 because, look, we don't want people spending $5,000 to potentially earn something that's worth $10,000. That doesn't make any sense. But I want you to imagine what this can do for you and your family. It doesn't matter if you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah. Maybe you don't celebrate anything. But that $10,000 shopping spree, what would it do for you, your family, maybe the neighbors, right? Maybe some people that you want to help out. There's many of you that might even share it with, like, people that are less fortunate for you. Imagine having $10,000 that you could go out there to a homeless shelter or a kid shelter, an orphanage, or your church, of wherever you go, and be able to say, look, I just got blessed with $10,000 that I can shop. I can do anything I want. I want every single one of you all to give me your shoe size, your shirt size, and your pant size. I'm buying a wardrobe for all of you. How cool of a feeling would that be? These are the type of things that we're trying to create. It can also bless your family. You could have the best holiday season that you ever wanted, even with just half of that. So I'm excited about this, and I don't think people know enough about it. I don't think we've done a good enough job at marketing this so people understand the power of this. So this is number one. This one is ending November 26th. You want to get in there and get your tokens purchased, number one, and get your name in the drawing, right? So you can participate. Now, here's the other side of this story. It's not just about you. It's about other people that you know. Let me ask you a question and just answer honestly, okay? Give me a number 3. If you can think of 5 people in your head right now that you know for a fact, if you went to them and said, look, you have a chance to enter a drawing, $10,000 shopping spree, and it's only going to cost you $50. Not even $50, by the way, because Bitcoin's not at 10,000. It's actually more like $40. How many people do you think that you could, on here, think you could find 5 people that would be interested in being in a drawing like that? Just give me, I don't know, I've used all the numbers. Give me a number 9 if you think that. I want your participation. Look, I got a lot of people sitting here. I can see you, and you're not participating. So give me a number 9 if you think you could find at least 5 people. There we go. There comes the 9s. It's a pretty cool deal, right? I think that I could sell these things all day, every day. I think it's an awesome thing. And I want you to think also like this, some of this we could move into as a company. There's so many different things that we could do with something like this. Imagine being able to give back to a charity. Imagine being able to create ways that, that you could provide transportation with people. If someone had a chance to win a car or something like that. There's so many different avenues that we can go with this, but the most important avenue is making sure that we're creating awesome, interesting ways for you to be able to participate. So that's it. That is the shopping spree. You can jump in there right now. We also have the Super Bowl tickets. There's going to be at least 2 people or 1 person. Well, shoot, they haven't changed this. Ignore that holiday shopping spree and just know that we're giving away 2 Super Bowl tickets that you will have access to as well. That means that you will be able to go to the Super Bowl with 1 other person. There'll be hotel accommodations. I like football. I wouldn't say like I'm a rowdy fan. I'm not the guy that sits there and looks forward to Monday Night Football. That's not me. I'd rather play it than watch it, truthfully, as I grew up. But I do know this. I do know that if I had a chance to win Super Bowl tickets for, 50 tokens, I'm in. Because here's the deal. Even if I can't go, I have a wife and kids. Sometimes it's challenging to get away with work and everything. I'm sure y'all can relate. Even if I couldn't go, I bet I could find someone who wanted to purchase these things, right? I mean, Super Bowl tickets go for like $3,500 a piece. Now, we're also talking about hotel accommodations. So it's an awesome thing. So I just personally think it's an amazing way for you to be able to participate in life-changing events that maybe you wouldn't have the money to do on yourself, but you can put a little bit of tokens towards it to see if you can do it. So if that makes sense to everybody, give me a number 10. Since I've ran out of numbers, give me a number 10. If you have any questions before I move on to the game of the week, I would like you to ask them now, because I think it's important before we move on to the game of the week, because we've got some exciting stuff that's going on. So if you have any questions, throw them in here now, specifically about the drawing pool. I will answer any other questions here at the end of the call. But if you have any questions about this, just throw them in. I'm going to wait just one more second. If we don't see anything, I'm going to move on. I can always come back. Okay, so let's move on here to the game of the week. Okay, we've already showed you how to buy tokens at this point. We've shown you how to withdraw tokens if you have earned tokens, which I'm about to show you how to get some of those. We've showed you how to transfer tokens, right? We showed you a lot of stuff here today. We showed you how you could earn or win a $10,000 shopping spree. You could earn Super Bowl tickets. But now let's talk about our trading pool. Okay, everybody saw me click on that. I hope. I'm here in the back office. I just clicked on trading pool. As you can see, we've had 3 different game of the week so far. One of the funnest parts of the event for me was almost the very end of the speaking part of the event. We had so many people in that room that had participated in the Red River Showdown, which is Oklahoma versus Texas. We had Texas, and we had on plus 9.5. So that means they could have lost by 9, and we still would have won. Texas lost by 7 points, and that place erupted. We were all excited because everybody knew for a fact that tokens, like, think about this, okay? If you participate in the game of the week, and let's say that you just do 100 tokens, which is around $80, okay? Theoretically, you're going to earn probably about 80% of what you put in when we win, okay? So if we win, there's always an if. We might lose, because you can see we lost the last one. But these are games. When we talk about these games, when we put out a game of the week, it's not just for the fun of putting out a game of the week. It's because we've gotten some type of tip that shows us a high probability of the outcome of the game. 1 o'clock in the morning last night, I got a tip on this game. So we're rolling with it tonight. We have the Chiefs versus the Broncos. It goes tonight at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to participate, and I hope you do, you have to have participated before 7:20. If you try to participate after 7:20 Eastern Standard Time, we're just going to move those tokens back to you, okay? We can't do that because, look, we have to get those tokens, or the Bitcoin. We have to get it to the sports book, and we have to make sure that we get that wager in, right? And the only way to be able to do that is to get it to our brokers quick enough to be able to do it. So you have to get your stuff in there at least an hour before. Even though it's Bitcoin, it's almost instantaneously. We need some time to be able to do it, okay, if that makes sense. So, again, if you haven't participated in the game of the week, here's the breakdown. We've won 2 and we've lost 1. And I bet if you ask anyone that participated, and before I even move on, how about give me a number 11 if you're on here today and you've actually participated in, either one or all of the game of the weeks. Okay, yeah. So we've got a few people here that have participated in all of them, it looks like, right? Okay, yeah, here's a few. Now, here's the cool thing, and I'm going to use this as a time to show you some marketing, okay? A lot of times people get caught up in doubling their Bitcoin. We talk about it on our overviews, right? How would you like to double your Bitcoin in the next 30 days? We can show you the strategies to do that. Well, imagine knowing that you could almost double it today if we win. Now, there's a chance that you're going to lose, so you're not going to play with, real money that could hurt you and your family. We play with tokens anyway, but you don't want to use tokens that are going to hurt them if you lose. Does that make sense? I always say that this is meant to be a lot of fun. It's meant to be exciting. It's meant to create an entertainment factor to our business that a lot of people will want to participate in. So that part of it has to be said. But imagine for a second putting in 100 tokens, and then 2 days from now, after we've won this game, it takes about 48 hours to transfer the tokens back to you. Imagine getting 170 tokens back, or 175 tokens. You almost double it in one game versus waiting that period of time. So we're giving people the opportunity outside of the norm to create more ways to create some tokens. Now, what does that mean? Well, here's the deal. If you earn those tokens, what can you do with them? Answer me. If you have earned tokens, what can you do with them? Someone give me the answer to that so I don't have to answer it for everybody. I want to make sure you're paying attention. If you have earned tokens in your back office from the game of the week, what can you do with those tokens? Yeah, you can withdraw them, right? I mean, that is the whole point of this, is giving an opportunity for you and your family to be able to earn some extra income, a new important way, not only from the point of being able to sell these retail wise, but also being able to use them. So let me ask you this. Okay, I'm full of the questions here today because I want some participation. Do you think that you might be able to go to someone who either likes sports, is watching sports, maybe in a sports bar, maybe some of your family members, and say, hey, look, here's something I think we could do pretty cool as friends or family. I'm participating in this game of the week. The company that I actually do business with, once a week, they have a game that I'm talking the entire company roots for. And it's a pretty fun deal. Now, look, it's not very expensive too. You can get it started for as little as like $40 right now because of the price where Bitcoin's at. Is that something you'd want to do? Because here's the deal. If you win, you have a chance to almost double your tokens, which would be pretty cool, right? And you can withdraw those if you want, or you could play other things. They even have drawings and stuff that you can do. How many of you think that you could have a conversation with someone like that? Just give me a number one. A number one, if you think you can have a conversation with someone like that that doesn't even have anything to do with network marketing, right? It doesn't have to, we're not drawing out the binaries and the circles, you know, the things that people make fun of us for. We're not talking about a compensation plan and how you could earn so much money from our compensation plan. We're not throwing any type of hype. What we're doing is we're showing people a culture, right? We're showing people a movement. We're showing people a way to have some fun outside of the norm that they probably aren't used to. And it's offered by a product that only you can sell as a member of our company. I get fired up about it because I know tonight there'll be so many of you that participate in this NFL Thursday night football game, Chiefs versus Broncos. How many, okay, I'm gonna ask this, and if I don't get at least 5 people to answer this question, I'm not going to tell you what it is till tonight. I already know what the pick is here tonight, but I need 5 people to give me the number 5. And if I don't get at least 5 of you to do it, I'm not telling you what the pick is. You can find out the same time everybody else does when we announce it tonight. So I've got 1. Who wants to know what the pick for the game of the week is tonight? You got it. I need 5 people to give me a number 5. If not, you guys will find out. Okay, you will find out when I tell you. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. We've got 4. We need 1 more. Who wants to know what the pick of the game? I mean, even if you don't want to know, I mean, help some brothers out, right? And sisters. All right, there we go. We got it. So here's the deal. So tonight for the game of the week, it is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Broncos. The Chiefs are -3.5. Now, what that means to you is this. The Chiefs must win by more than 3 points. So if they win by 4 points, we win. If they only win by 3 points, that's called a push. Now, I say that the line could change. By the time we actually make this wager, it could go to 3.5. It could go to 4. It could go to 2.5. We don't know where it's going to stay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what we're going to choose. Now, we also could have played the total. The total is the amount of total points that are being scored. I think it's 46. I don't know that for sure. But what that would mean is that combined, the Chiefs and the Broncos would need to score more than that. So there's a lot of different angles that we could take with this game. But the tip that we got here tonight is for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to be rooting for the Chiefs here tonight to win by 3 or more, right? We want them really to win by 4. So that is the goal. So everybody on here tonight, you have to be rooting for those Kansas City Chiefs. If you're on here tonight as well or today, I want you to get with your teammates and hopefully either share this recording with them. We'll post this in the back office, or not in the back office, on our YouTube channel. But also, you know, I believe that this is a way that you can create community, not only inside of your team, but with your friends, your family members. I think it's a great opportunity to do that. But think about this. You know, if you had your 5 best people in the company that are all participating in this, and they have people participating in it, imagine what you could do as a community to be able to root for it, right? I talk about this all the time. I think we proved it this week or this last weekend that there would be an event where we're all rooting for the same team. That already happened. I believe that there will be social media parties. I believe there'll be a lot of things that are going on inside of this company that people get excited about this and want to participate. Now, here's the last thing I'm going to share with you about the game of the week, besides the fact that you got to get going on it, is that there's a limited amount of space. Every single week, we will cap this thing out, okay? And we'll let you know what that cap is. We'll let you know when we get there because, see, different games have different caps. Some games allow us to wager extremes amount of money on them. Some of them, not so much. So this will be capped out. Once we get to that cap, we'll let you know. So you want to get in there and get your tokens here today. Remember, you can buy your tokens right here on the buy tokens. You can do as many as you want. on the game of the week, as I tell everybody, only play with what you're comfortable in losing. There's no guarantee whatsoever we're going to win. But I'm telling you tonight, I have faith that the Chiefs are going to come through for us. I'm going to call Chiefs by 10. I think the Chiefs are going to win by 10 here tonight. That's a total guesstimation. I'm not that big of a sports guy as far as knowing the NFL, but that's what I'm going with. So with that being said, listen, I appreciate you taking the time to come out. I know it's the middle of the day, but I think it was important for you and everybody on your team to, number one, understand exactly what the token system's about. Number two, to understand that they have the opportunity right now to win a $10,000 shopping spree. They have an opportunity right now to win Super Bowl tickets. And most importantly, on a constant, regular basis, we're going to be having these games of the week. We should put an S on it, right? Because it could be games of the week. If we get a lock, if we get something that the probability is so high we have to share it with you, we're going to do it. And it doesn't matter if it's every single day or if it's twice a night. We're going to do it. And if you want to participate, you can. If you don't, hey, that's totally cool too. It's not for everybody. So with that being said, I'm going to open this up. I know that there were a couple questions out there. If you have any questions, you definitely can ask them. If you don't, you're more than welcome to take off. But let me see. Can I purchase multiple packs if I decide to purchase another $250 token pack since I purchased $250 token pack? Yeah, sure. You can purchase as many tokens as you want. Okay, so that's a great question. Some of you might be asking that. I kind of spoke about that when talking about the drawing pool. You know, there's going to be some people that may not be able to put more than 50 tokens in it today because it's not right for their family. But, you know, maybe weekly they could if they choose to do so, if they want to participate. So you can go in there and purchase tokens anytime you want, by the way. So I hope that, Troy, does that answer your question? Just give me a yes if it does. Any other questions out there? Let me get back to the top here because I know I had a question earlier. Okay, someone said they tried using our contact us form at the bottom of the page and got an invalid error. So first of all, on that, you might want to try to clear your cookies. I don't know how long you've had that page up, but the contact, that should work, but I will definitely check it, because I'm not beyond saying that couldn't be an error, because it absolutely could. So we'll definitely check that, okay? So thanks for the heads up on that. But you'd like to come in at the 0.02 or the 0.25, however you see that we don't have that amount. So kind of funny story. We are actually working on creating that package. We haven't made that public, but I guess since you guys are here today, you can learn about that. We understand that there's a big gap between 0.1 and 0.5. We get it. So we're going to be filling that gap with the 0.25 package here very soon. So it will be coming. I can't tell you it's going to be here tonight or tomorrow. I can't give you the exact time frame, but I can tell you that the programmers are working on that. So the second part of that question is, could a person purchase 2.01 packages, then purchase a 2 for 0.0 or 0.25? You can, like, you can do whatever you would like. You know, I would tell you this, though, this is just my opinion. There's nothing wrong with building a tri-pack at all. I think a lot of people have done that, right, where they have one position and one on the left and one on the right. I would elect one of those to be your main position, though, and that's the position I would concentrate on. So if you're going to upgrade and things like that, to me, it makes most sense to concentrate on one position, because that's going to be the position that you really try to get qualified, okay? For the fast start bonus, for the maximum trader bonus, and for your binary. You want one position that you can qualify all three on. Some people will have the ability to do it on all three different accounts, but one of them you for sure want to do it. So let me just read the last part of this. Okay, so I think I answered your question there, Rob. If I didn't, let me know. Oh, that's the first time you've been on our page. Okay, we'll definitely check that. Definitely. Let me see here. Actually, I'm just going to check it live here with you. Okay. We may as well do it now so we have the answer, right? Okay, so number one, as you can see, you could email us if you choose to, but let's just test this, okay? Let's see what happens. So it looks like on my side it was submitted. The one thing, though, we did not give a confirmation. I hit submit. We should be given a confirmation once it submits. I'm not sure if it could be a browser error, Rob. It very well could be, but we'll definitely look into that and make sure, okay? Any other questions before we wrap this up? Great questions today. I appreciate all the consideration. Let's see here. Yeah, so Rob, I understand your question as far as being able to have a range for a package that would be like allowing someone to put in whatever they could afford. That makes it very difficult with the way our compensation plan works. I know that there's some companies that allow that, right? Maybe some people have point 0.3 and some people or 0.03 and $300. Some people might have $500. Unfortunately, that's not the way that we have it set up right now. I'm not to say that that couldn't change at some point in the future, but we've created specific packages at this point rather than a scale. It's a great idea. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. It's just we're not set up to do that at this point, but a great idea. All right, any other questions? All right, cool. Well, listen, I appreciate everybody taking the time to come out here today. Again, I know it's the middle of the day. I hope you learned a lot about our drawing pool, our game of the week, and also the token system. We'll record this. I think it's important training that a lot of people probably don't even know about. So make sure once we get this to the YouTube page, we'll send out an email. Make sure to share it with your teammates. I hope you all have a great night. Make sure to get in that game of the week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go Chiefs, right? Go Chiefs. Have a good day. This call's a wrap.